To be successful in real estate, you've got to have the heart of a servant. And for most realtors who are successful with the heart of a servant, they're serving our community in many ways besides helping you buy and sell homes. I've got Dan McKinney here with us today, who's serving our community in a very unique way that I think you'll really enjoy. Dan, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Wally. Good to be here.
So you help JSO find lost things and lost people underwater.
Well, actually, I help families find missing people, missing things underwater in the woods. And when I find them, I contact JSO, and JSO helps me recover those items. I do help JSO in a sense as I'm part of their advisory council, Sheriff's Watch. We have a meeting downtown, it's an annual meeting at First Baptist Church tonight. We meet once a year there. So I would say that we work together, but I'm not law enforcement.
Oh, I understood. So tell me, finding things, including people, in water, how did you learn that skill set?
Well, there was a boy named Douglas Swanson who was missing several years ago. And they found his SUV over off the south side. He had went in the water, and his vehicle was there for a few months. While I was looking for him, I was using an underwater camera. Very difficult in Florida with the mud and so forth. And so I was advised to get sonar. I got that. I upgraded to another package of sonar. And the pictures are so clear that when I see a car underwater, and I found 12 of them the first 6 months after I got my sonar, that the images are so clear, people guess the make and model of them. Oh, that's a 1976 Monte Carlo, or that's a Dodge pickup truck. The images are that crystal clear. And so finding my first car was, something, and then I found multiple cars. And once again, working with law enforcement, I worked with them with DOD because we transfer military assets to law enforcement. And so once I retired from the Department of Defense 5 years ago, I found it natural, working with law enforcement in a different capacity. Met Congressman Rutherford twice while he was sheriff. And so just really enjoy my hobby, as many call it, using sonar. And hopefully we'll go from search and recovery one day to search and rescue, because I have a forward-looking infrared to look for people that are missing, which is very helpful, especially if you have someone with Alzheimer's, an autistic child who just will not call back out to you. And so you can find someone who is just sitting still. And it's very, very good technology.
That's a totally different technology than what you're using in the water. This is technology, land-based, that you can use in the woods.
Yes, and I have, there was a boy who went at Corky Bells who drowned a few years ago, and I was looking for him with the sonar, but thinking he still could be alive. I was using sonar, pulled behind my canoe. Now that doesn't diminish how cool the sonar is, it's just it has its own power source. But also I was looking at FLIR above the water, so I could check the horizons of the water, 300 feet to the left of me, right of me, and straight down, and at the same time. So it's very good technology, expensive, it's compact, and it's very user-friendly.
So what's the best way for folks to get a hold of you, to have a conversation of how they can be a servant in the community, or, of course, for their real estate needs?
Well, I'm on Facebook, just Dan McKinney. You could look up Sonar Searcher, and that's one way they can get a hold of me on my Facebook page. My phone number is on there. I do have a dozen Navy sailors who go searching with me. It's like their community service, and we look for Carrie Jones, Jolene Cummings, and and those two ladies are still missing in our community. A search for 2 days for Taylor Rose Williams. Fortunately or unfortunately, she was found yesterday, day before. So people offer to help search with us, and we appreciate that. So that's one way they can get a hold of me, or at my phone number 904-894-8235. I'm available that way as well.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate you sharing that story, and looking forward to learning a bit more about all the great things you do. I want to thank Dan McKinney for being with us, and especially want to thank him for his great service in the community. When bad things happen, it's good to know there's people who care and are out there to help it get just a little bit better.